I'm Nick Snow, watching government for Oil and Gas Journal in Washington, D.C. Determining the Asian Pacific's energy demand potential doesn't look difficult initially. Its economic growth is relatively strong, so it could be substantial. Pinning down what countries there actually will do is much harder, experts suggested at a May 14th Atlantic Council discussion. Pacific Asians get about 70% of Gulf Middle East oil exports. It's also driving global demand growth, said Robert A. Manning, a senior fellow at the Council's Brent Scowcroft Center on International Security. Several countries face energy problems. Japan isn't likely to restart most of its nuclear reactors. China and India, which didn't start importing liquefied natural gas until about 10 years ago, are ramping up their commitments. While trade is growing among the region's countries, the U.S. oil and gas renaissance still is a major export opportunity, he continued. Many people I talk with in Pacific Asian countries look forward to buying U.S. oil and gas, Manning said. It will provide reassurance to everyone there. Edward C. Chow, a senior fellow at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, said it may not have been noticed much in the U.S., but last year China passed this country as the world's largest net oil importer. China's increasingly heavy footprint on gas imports will have the same impact, he predicted. But the situation there is unsettled, Chow said. It's wrapped up in state-owned energy reform, he explained. There's a widespread campaign against corruption, with the oil sector right in the middle. The question is how much political control the government will be willing to let go and let commercial decisions begin to be made. While Japan and Korea share several specific problems, they also have a common interest in securing supplies, so they won't be vulnerable to interruptions, observed Van Jackson, a visiting fellow at the Center for a New American Security. There's a widely shared common interest which could lead to pursuing a common energy structure, he said. There's also the Asian paradox, a combination of warm commercial relations and cool political stands, allowing trade to flourish while rivalries grow. Consequently, no love lost between countries trumps their mutual potential interests. Southeast Asia is sometimes overlooked, maintained Meredith Miller, the National Bureau of Asian Research's Senior Vice President of Trade, Economic and Energy Affairs. It has continued to show positive economic growth, which has translated into strong energy demand, he said. By 2035, Southeast Asia will be the fourth largest oil importer in the world. Dependence on Middle East oil will make a lot of people there look hard at what the U.S. does with crude exports, Miller added. That's Watching Government for this week. In Washington, I'm Nick Snow for Oil and Gas Journal.